A Muslim cleric flaunting his vote for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, this was very interesting. An Imam body chief, Sajid Rashidi, says he did vote for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Delhi Assembly elections. He even posted a video explaining why he voted for the Saffron clan and perhaps in many ways breaking a stereotype to assume that the Muslims do not vote for the BJP. Rashidi said he voted for the BJP to stand against the narrative against Muslims and a vote bank politics. Now, the BJP also took this opportunity to take a jibe at the opposition, saying secular parties should worry if the Muslims are also starting to back the BJP. And the BJP then accused Congress party that you've constantly divided Hindus and Muslims for votes, but it appears that Muslims are realizing it. So let's listen in first to what did the Muslim cleric say and the reactions to it.
दोस्तों, मैंने वोट कर दिया है दिल्ली में किसकी सरकार बने इसके लिए, और मैंने ये वोट किसको किया है आपको सुनकर बड़ा आश्चर्य होगा। मैंने ये वोट भारतीय जनता पार्टी को किया है। जिंदगी में पहली बार मैंने भारतीय जनता पार्टी को वोट किया है। क्यों किया है, इसके पीछे बहुत सारे रीजन हैं। अब तक मुसलमानों पर एक एलिगेशन ये लगता रहा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को हराने के लिए मुसलमान वोट करता है, लेकिन ये मैंने वोट इसलिए किया आज बीजेपी को कि दिल्ली के अंदर बीजेपी जीते। और भी इसके पीछे रीजन है, आप मुझसे कमेंट कर सकते हैं, बात कर सकते हैं। बहुत शुक्रिया।
Well, probably he was Udit Raj who was on your panel. Probably he is more Muslim than anyone else. But the fact is that we should see the result of Pandarki, the recent by-election in UP, and also the result of Kiswar, which happened in Jammu Kashmir earlier. Both are the majority Muslim seats, where it's almost 70% of the voters are Muslims. But even then, we won both the seats. So it is just the divide being created by the Congress party and other opposition party.
So listen in now. Speaking to India Today, when Sajid Rashidi explained why possibly he voted for the BJP and decided to announce it also.
तो ये कह देना कि साहब कांग्रेस सेकुलर है, समाजवादी सेकुलर है, आम आदमी पार्टी सेकुलर है और बीजेपी सेकुलर नहीं, मेरी समझ में ये फंडा नहीं आता। इसलिए मैं मानता हूं कि जो पार्टी देश में एकता की बात करे, अखंडता की बात करे, देश को जोड़े रखने की बात करे, देश को आगे बढ़ाने की बात है, वही पार्टी सेकुलर है। कांग्रेस पार्टी या समाजवादी पार्टी के पास जो है कोई सेकुलर होने का ठप्पा नहीं है। उन्होंने कोई इसको पैटर्न नहीं करा दिया कि सेकुलर यही लोग। तो बड़ी बात यह है कि मुसलमान, हिंदू मुसलमान के अंदर जो एकता और अखंडता पहले से थी, उसको वापस लाने के लिए हमें कहीं ना कहीं ये परसेप्शन तोड़ना पड़ेगा कि मुसलमान बीजेपी को हराने के लिए वोट नहीं करता। मुसलमानों के दिलों में जो बीजेपी की तरफ से डर बिठाया है लोगों ने, विपक्षी पार्टियों ने, वो डर कहीं ना कहीं मुसलमानों के दिलों से निकालना पड़ेगा। ये बहुत जरूरी है और इसकी शुरुआत हुई है। मुसलमान दे रहा है वोट बीजेपी को, ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने अकेले ने वोट किया है बीजेपी को।
Let's get an understanding and perspective on this from the Congress party. Joining me now in this telecast is Mumtaz Patel. She's joined the Congress. She's been with the Congress. Her father, remember, if you in case do not know, senior leader, late Ahmed Patel. Mumtaz, tell me this, and welcome to the telecast. What would you say to this reaction? Because in many ways, this is a cleric who would be a voice representing possibly many more Muslims, to say that Congress doesn't hold the secularism tag. It's been dividing Hindus and Muslims. BJP also said that. What would you say to this specific reaction and announcement, Mumtaz?
Yeah, right. So Maulana Sajid Rashidi, till about a year or two ago, was talking about breaking down the mandir and building a masjid again. Now, you bring him onto these shows, he gives inflammatory statements, and it works perfectly for the BJP. I mean, he's been the poster boy for BJP and the Godi media. It creates
Mumtaz,
friction
first,
on ground.
Mumtaz,
And then
first to interrupt you here. No, you have every right to give your view. Do not resort to abusing the media. I'm asking you a very fair question. And I don't think he said anything inflammatory here. I'm trying to understand. He's voted and he said, this is why I voted for the BJP. BJP?
So I'm coming to that. What I'm saying is, till about a year ago, he wants to break down the mandir and build a masjid. Instead, when Muslim rule comes, according to him, today he is saying that he's voted for the BJP. Now, what is the BJP doing? Is the BJP trying to divide the Muslims because they feel that there is substantial Muslim votes now that make a difference? Up till now, the BJP did not require Muslim votes. They said we don't need. This is a Hindu nationalist country, and that is what the voters who vote for BJP also feel. Now you feel that you need the Muslim votes also because your policies of development or whatever Hindu nationalist agenda is being rejected by people. So you need new vote banks, and new vote banks means obviously bringing the Muslims towards your side. And people like Maulana Sajid Rashidi become the perfect examples that you switch them over. First, you make them give inflammatory speeches and statements, divide, and then you bring them in, and then you parade them like this, where Amit Malviya is now tweeting his video saying we voted for the BJP. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a Muslim. I don't believe in these imams influencing us to take on a certain line.
But he also says that I believe BJP has a certain vision of development, of taking the country ahead. Congress does not have it, though Sapa does not show that vision. And there is always an assumption that the Muslims will be with them and will not be with the BJP. But if the party is taking a country ahead, why not vote for the BJP is what he says. Do you think that there is a strategy that possibly the Congress needs to work at? Because there has been a belief, and I agree with what you're saying, that there was a belief that the Muslims may not want to vote for the BJP. But is that changing? Then what does the Congress do?
No, so why do we have to? This is a secular democratic country.
Yes.
You are free to vote for anybody you want.
Correct.
Why do we have to decide parties on the basis of religion? Firstly, why are you saying that the Congress party is only associated with the Muslims? 70 years Congress has been in rule. Okay, the Muslims who wanted to stay back in India stayed back in India. We're as much a part of this country as anybody has been. We've as much been involved in the independence of this country as anyone else has been. So why is there a divide? Firstly, why are parties decided on the basis of Muslim party, Hindu party? Now BJP has created this perception, and now BJP is facing a problem because they realize that Muslim vote bank is a substantial vote bank, and they do need it in many states like UP. Even in the recent Delhi elections, there are n number of seats which have a decisive Muslim vote, and
Correct.
because you need them now, because your agenda of development has failed, and you need, like I said, new vote bank, you are trying to create this friction within the Muslims, divide them, and creating a perception that, okay, Muslim. But what made somebody like Maulana Sajid Rashidi switch to voting for the BJP? Is that any sort of pressure? Why would you be building a masjid by breaking down a mandir, and now suddenly is the BJP open to the idea of that? If they are bringing this imam in to their fold, have they done a deal with him saying, okay, fine, you can? I mean, I'm saying a very explosive statement that, are you going to allow them to break down the mandir and build a masjid?
But Mumtaz, even your assumption, therefore, when you are saying, was there a deal done by the BJP, or is there a pressure on him? Maybe neither. Maybe as a voter, as a cleric, he in some way realized that this is a party he wants to vote for. Is that really that a big deal?
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's not a big deal. It's a democratic country. Everyone is free to vote for whoever they want. Why is the BJP making such a big deal? You know, the Imam head has decided to vote for the BJP. Are they trying to influence the other Muslim voters? Sorry, I'm a Muslim. I don't get influenced by this. I would not follow an Imam like this anyway.
So my final question then is for now, Mumtaz.
I want to put in something. I wouldn't follow him even if he made explosive statements saying that under Muslim rule, we're going to break down a mandir and build a masjid. Neither will I follow him if he says
but had he said,
vote for the
had
BJP.
he said, Mumtaz, that I have voted for the Congress because Congress believes in us, I'm sure your reaction would have been very different than
no, not at all. Because if he is going to divide society like this, I would reject that also. Sorry, we need people who are secular. We need people who are inclusive. We need people. So Congress party believes in inclusivity. There is no difference between everybody is an Indian first. So and personally, in my own personal opinion also, I think that is the way the country will progress if we stop dividing ourselves on the basis of caste, creed, religion. Sorry.
Because that's what exactly the BJP says, that possibly the Congress was dividing Hindus and Muslims, and now that is changing. So, Mumtaz, my final question then to you. Delhi has voted. We'll know, of course, what the results have been. But is there a concern if the Muslim vote is shifting possibly from the Congress, from the AAP toward the BJP, because 5 years, Congress hasn't even had an MLA in Delhi Assembly and it is yet to open an account. So do you think it is a concern? Is it a concern for the Congress party?
It is a concern that the voters have moved away. It is not a specific concern just about Muslim. It is a concern why the Congress voters overall have moved away, and we'd like to bring them back. We'd like to regain that trust again.
All right. Thank you very much. Mumtaz Patel
Thank
speaking
you.
to India Today for your perspective and views. So this has become also a showdown. Remember, of course, it's a secret vote. But this cleric has said, I have changed my vote and I have voted for the BJP. And of course, the BJP has jumped on this, saying that all these years, the communities were being divided by certain parties, but now they've realized a nationalistic vision. Is it just one cleric or is there a shift in vote? We'll know, of course, on the 8th of February.